Hello and welcome back to another episode of Nick Tiffany's Movie Reviews, coming at you online and in print format at nicktiffany.com, in audio format wherever you get your podcasts, and even in video on YouTube, Reels, TikTok. You can find us everywhere. Today, I'm like, this has got to be one of the last, if not the last movies I'm going to see for 2023, and that's Anyone But You. And it's a curious one that, putting the rom-com at the end of December, in the middle of Oscar season, an odd move because it is a good movie and it's a very enjoyable movie. Probably would do better if they released it during Valentine's Day, but what do I know? Why would you want a movie like that then? Maybe for the holidays, people needed a little laughter and romantic cheer. So I get it. Anyone But You comes from director Will Gluck, who is responsible for Easy A, No Strings Attached. He did the Annie movie remake. He's got a very interesting filmography. He did the Michael J. Fox show. But you could tell that love, exploring some of these themes between people, especially this gray area where our current society resides, where people don't want to commit. They don't, we want to keep it casual, but maybe I don't want it to be casual, but I want them to think I'm casual. The dating scene, as always, shifts and changes in horrible ways. And so uncertainty is something I think that really drives a lot of people these days, is because it's like, I just don't know. I don't know what they think. I don't know what I think. Do I need to make a decision? It's easier not to. And so Anyone But You, which I only discovered was a take on Much Ado About Nothing, which is my favorite William Shakespeare play. I only found that out yesterday before going and watching the movie. So I was like, oh, I was already interested in seeing it for Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney and the potential chemistry there. But I was like, okay, I love Much Ado About Nothing. So I am all in on that, curious to see how they were going to do it for modern day. Kind of like they allude to in the play, you have this date spent with two people, a wonderful, wonderful date, getting to know each other, exploring each other, learning, and just sharing so much, unlike anything else, not your common 21st century date, not even back when Shakespeare was writing, there was something magical there. And the girl ducks out in the morning. Maybe she tries to make it right, but the guy is already in his feelings and he's just upset and saying things that maybe he doesn't actually mean to his buddies about her. And that's kind of where our film starts, is after a great meet cute, after an awesome date, two people got a little insecure maybe, and then said or did things that they didn't really want to. And so they don't see each other for a long while until, of course, Glenn Powell's good friend is getting married and she's marrying the sister of Sydney Sweeney, as fate would have it. And then, of course, they're going to have to go on a grand, extravagant wedding destination to Sydney, Australia. And you can only imagine what happens. Everybody kind of, they're like, oh, well, they butt heads, but, maybe if they got together, there'd be less clashing. We could have an easier weekend, and so you've got parents, friends, people trying to hook them up, trying to put them in positions, and eventually they catch on, and it's like, okay, well, maybe we'll just play along with it. We'll fake love. We'll fake like we're into each other. And if you've ever seen a movie or read a story before, you know exactly how that's probably going to work out. But it's the journey. It's the journey of how we get there. And I'm a huge, huge Glenn Powell fan. This guy just oozes charisma. He's funny, smarmy. Obviously, he's a good-looking guy. They certainly play that up big in the film. But he's funny, and he's got vulnerability. He is more in tune. I mean, just roll to roll, watching him in interviews, he's an enjoyable personality. He's got the looks. He's got the chops. This guy should be every leading actor in Hollywood. So I'm hoping we're on the precipice of this, just like really pushing him into the next level, because he's awesome. And Sydney Sweeney's great. After, a career turn in Euphoria, she's doing producing of her own, even here in this film. And so it's really cool to see her starting to take on more feature films, especially as it takes like 3 to 4 years to film every season of Euphoria or Stranger Things, like all these shows now. It's never easy. So I'm glad that she's doing something while she's waiting for that. The two are great. They've got a great chemistry. Pal, yes, is a little older. She's a little more naive. Maybe he's a little too cocky, confident, but it works really well between the two of them. They're able to kind of bring each other up and take each other down a peg where they need to. It is genuinely pretty funny. There's a few moments where it's a little ridiculous, but again, what rom-com would not be perfect without some just cringy or hysterically wild moments. And I don't know. I mean, I saw this movie in a full theater. People were laughing, having a great time. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. So, don't go totally in expecting like this is going to be a brand new love experience, love comedy. No. But are you going to enjoy it? Yes. And is it relevant? And does it do enough differently with this story to keep it interesting, to keep you kind of guessing or wondering what might change or how it might play out? I think they did a great job. And it really feels like it's in tune with today's society. It feels like it's informed by real people who are searching for love, who have been heartbroken, this hookup culture, F boys, F girls, whatever, So I think they did a really good job with it. I think, not sure if this was the best time to release it, because this would do really well at Valentine's Day. Maybe they'll be smart and throw it back into theaters then. But if you need an escape from all of the drama, all of the family drama at home, if you're hosting Christmas holiday parties and, you don't want to go see those like really serious, dramatic Oscar movies, take a load off, go see anyone but you, have a great time. I'd find it hard to believe that people wouldn't have an enjoyable time watching this, because I know I had a great time. So check it out. It's worth it. There's so few comedies these days, it feels like, too. It's always good to go out and support, newer or recycled comedy, I would say, because I've seen enough dramas this year to last a lifetime. Probably like 5 comedy films that were actually worth noting or sharing with people. So do with that what you will. Thank you again, as always, for listening in, you guys. We're going to have best of lists coming out pretty soon here. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be throwing a lot of stuff at you. You'll get the reasoning. And before you know it, we'll blink and 2024 is going to be here. And we'll already be doing 2024 movies. I'm not ready for that yet, though. So dive back into the catalog. Follow NT Movie Reviews. Anywhere you're on social media, anywhere you get your podcasts in audio form. You can find us on video and YouTube, on Reels, TikTok. We're doing it all these days. So thanks again always for listening. Have a great day and happy holidays to you and yours.